Welcome back to the Loan Arranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, and I am the Loan Arranger. We left off in the last segment talking about people that already own a home, but they really want to move up, and they have all kinds of reasons. You know, maybe their family's growing. Maybe you're downsizing too. Could be any number of reasons, but you're held up because you have a low interest rate on your current mortgage and you just don't like the flavor of interest rates today. So here's my suggestion to you. Buy it now. We can refinance you later. I won't charge any lender fees for you to refinance. That's my promise. You won't pay any lender fees whatsoever when you come back to me. So I want it to be worth your while. And the reason for that is that I believe that when interest rates do drop, that your prices are going to start to skyrocket again. And you're going to be into multiple bidding situations. You guys have already forgotten what we dealt with in COVID with multiple offers. It was horrible. I mean, a first-time home buyer has no opportunity as interest rates drop and more people jump in the market. You have no opportunity to buy because now you have 10 people on the first day that want the same house. And then somebody's going to come in and bid $10,000, $20,000 more than the appraised value. Well, you can't do that as a first-time home buyer. You don't have the cash to do that. These move-up buyers do. So they're going to outbid you every single time. So right now, first-time home buyers any buyer has a major opportunity right now because interest rates are still relatively attractive. They're not as attractive as we'd like them to be, but they're okay. But housing prices has stabilized. Now we saw a 5% increase from this time last year. That's better than average in a crappy year. So, but what you have right now is you have 4.5 months worth of inventory. That's more inventory than we've had in 10 years. So what does that mean for you as a buyer? It's a buying signal, friend. It's Warren Buffett knocking on the back of your head going, dude, give your head a shake. Buy a home now before interest rates drop, or else you won't be able to buy. And if you're a first-time home buyer and you're struggling to come up with 3%, you're struggling to come up with 3.5% down, 5% down, how are you going to buy a home when you have to pay $10,000, $20,000 over the appraised value? That's what's going to happen when rates drop and the market shrinks. Then you're going to have no inventory again. That's how the market works. It's how it works, folks. But you sit on the sidelines waiting for things to get better, and all it does is get worse. And I see people that come to me and go, I know I should have bought during COVID. I had a doggone realtor tell me during COVID that he had discouraged his people from buying because he thought housing prices were so inflated. I said, how do you feel about it now? He says it was a big mistake. For you or for the client? For both of us. Why? Because anybody that bought during COVID is sitting on a crap load of equity in their house right now. Like foreclosures and short sales are at super lows. Matter of fact, it's funny. I saw an article the other day that short sales are up 37%. And I looked at it and I went, yeah, they went from 3 to 5. I mean, wait a minute. That's not that many short sales. And who's short selling in a market like this? Like, who really needs to short sale? You got a ton of equity. Why do you need to short? Just sell the doggone house. That's all. Sell the house. Be done out from under it. And then you're good to go. There's not a lot of foreclosures. Those are up, I think, 4% right now. I think in the whole of Florida, there's like 157 foreclosures in the entire state. So that's not very many foreclosures. So, and then I have buyers that call me and go, I'm just looking for foreclosures and short sales. Why? Why? I think you can get a better deal. No, you can't. You're not going to get a better deal. Not only are you not going to get to choose because you have to choose the house that's a foreclosure or short sale. Not only are there not that many around, but you have professional investors that are bidding on them. What are you going to do? Forget about it. I just don't see any point in that. The point is buy a house that you like for a good price. You can negotiate with anybody. You can negotiate with any buyer and seller can negotiate your price. And you're either going to come to a meeting of the minds or you're not. My name's Bruce Woodburn, and I'm the Lone Ranger. And you can reach me now at 407-706-3313, or you can go to my website and apply for a mortgage at webringyouhome.com, or you can call me in Orlando at 407-706-3313, Tampa 813-213-4009. And or go to my website at webringyouhome.com. You'll see my very handsome picture. Now, that picture, I am 70 pounds lighter than that picture. Now, I've done all that this year. So I went to a place called, and this is personal, you guys. I'm getting vulnerable with you. I hope you understand that. I am a very, very secure male, and I'm becoming very, very vulnerable. So, okay, I don't know if my estrogen levels are up or not, but I'm going to tell you the truth. So I was running way too heavy. Now I'm 6'3.5". I used to be 6'4", but I've shrunk a little bit. And I could carry weight okay, but I was way too heavy. I was 282 pounds, way too heavy. Okay. And so I decided, I tried every diet. I tried going to the gym. I tried all this stuff. I went to Age Rejuvenation. They put me on some medication that I do injections. Now, I've never given myself an injection in my entire life. Okay. And I didn't think I could do it. And it ended up being easier than I ever thought. These insulin needles, you don't even feel them. You don't even see them. So, I mean, it's easy. I also went on testosterone therapy because as we get older as men, we start to lose our testosterone. And I wanted to get my levels back up to where they should be. So if you want to get checked out by somebody that really knows what they're doing, I will connect you to my friends at Age Rejuvenation, agerejuvenation.com. But go to my website because you will get discounts just by me referring you. Now, they're not paying me to do this. They're taking care of my customers. Just like Trinity Family Builders doesn't pay me to advertise them. Just like Southern Homes does not pay me to advertise for them. Why do I do it? Because they take care of my customers. They take care of you. And when I found something that worked for me, now, when I first started, I didn't think it was working. So I went back and they hooked me up with a specialist. They redrew blood. Things had changed and they dialed me in. And man, I am feeling better than I've felt in 30 years. I'm telling you, you just don't know. And men, if your testosterone levels are down, you don't know why you are the way you are. You're just not feeling as young and vibrant, and you just going, oh, it's just because I'm getting old. Well, it might not be, buddy. It might not be. So get your fat ass into Age Rejuvenation and let's get you fixed up like we did my fat ass. Okay. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm trying to let you know that if you don't do it, something's going to catch up with you. And being overweight is worse than anything. And I don't care about the expense. This stuff isn't cheap, but it's not that expensive. It's worth it. And I'm going to tell you something. I have saved the amount of money that I'm paying for my meds from Age Rejuvenation. I guarantee I'm saving it from food because I don't eat that much anymore. And you realize you don't need to eat that much and your body just won't want to eat. It doesn't want to, it's not hungry. Matter of fact, I have to remind myself to even eat. Now, I spent too much time on Age Rejuvenation because I got a lot of things to cover. But if you're trying to get yourself in shape, men and women, my wife's going to it, my daughter's going to it. I've got about 25 of my clients are going to it. And I'm picking up people every day that are calling me going, oh my God, Bruce, it's unbelievable. My best friend, Alan, is doing it. It's just incredible. All right. So we got more things to cover. I want to kind of cover a litany of things that I want to go over. So I think rates will come down, but it won't be till sometime after the election. Conventional loan limits are going up to 802,650. They're right now at 766. So that's a really good thing. FHA has not announced their increase, but they're going to increase as well. VA veterans right now, if you own a home and you're thinking about refinancing, don't even think about refinancing right now. Don't think about refinancing right now. I want you to call me, text me, get your application started with me, and I'm going to put you on my waiting list, along with all of you others that are thinking about refinancing right now. Now, if it's you need cash out to buy something or consolidate debt, we may do it now. But listen, if you can hold off, let me put you on a waiting list. Listen, no lender's going to do that for you. I watch the market. I have to have your loan fully approved. And when them rates drop, we're going to refinance you then. So don't trust. You're not going to call a bank or Rocket Mortgage and tell you to wait. Nobody does that. Who does that? The loan arranger does it. Why does the loan arranger does it? Because you can count on me. You can count on me that I'm doing things for you. I'm not doing things for me. Otherwise, if it was for me, I'd say, yeah, I need to close 25 more loans this month. So everybody should refinance. Everybody will need to refinance. Anybody that got a mortgage after, anytime in 2022 or 2023 or 2024 is going to refinance. But you got to wait for the right time. Now, I'm not telling you to time the market. I'm telling you that you have a lender that's the direct lender. I'm the biggest in the country. I lend in all 50 states, and I'm willing to help you out and put you on a list. Call me now, 813-213-4009, 813-213-4009, 407-706-3313, 407-706-3313, or WeBringYouHome.com. So veterans, 100% financing. USDA financing for rural areas, 100% financing, no down payment. But there's geographical limitations and there's income limitations. Now, FHA, no limitations, 3.5% down, and you can have marginal credit. Believe me, they're super flexible. I love FHA loans. They're great. Matter of fact, I'm actually doing some FHA loans for people that qualify for conventional because it allows the seller to pay more toward their closing costs. And if you got a builder that's willing to pay 6% toward your closing costs, but you wanted a conventional loan and you're only putting 5% down, they can only pay 3% toward your closing costs. So I can increase that. And FHA interest rates are better than conventional rates right now. So are VA. VA are more attractive. So even if you're a veteran and you wanted to put a whap of money down, let me look at VA first. And listen, veterans, don't think USAA is the best choice for you. It's not. They just advertise the most. I guarantee you, I will whoop their butt. So just call the loan arranger. I specialize in VA loans. Down payment assistance, for those of you now need down payment assistance. Self-employed. You're self-employed. You're writing off all your income. You're driving a fancy truck. You got decent credit. You got cash in the bank. But banks don't want to talk to you when it comes to a mortgage because you're writing everything else off. You have what's called a creative accountant. Listen, don't worry about it. I got a bank statement loan that'll blow your mind. Blow your mind. So don't hesitate if you're self-employed, just because you're self-employed. 1099. I'll take your 1099 and I'll give you 90% of your income off your 1099 on my 1099 program. Who does that? Mobile homes, very popular right now. Very popular. So if you're looking at a mobile home, there are things that you need to know because your financing's different. And if you're a realtor and you don't know what type of financing is available for mobile homes, is it a mobile home, a manufactured home, a modular home? Does it matter what year it was built? Does it matter if it's single wide, double wide, triple wide? Yes, it matters. Does it matter if the title's retired? Yes, it matters. Do you need copies of the HUD tag and data plates? Yes. These are all things that I help my clients with so that you don't bang your head against the wall. You're not calling Rocket Mortgage and helping you with that. You're not calling your credit union and helping you with that. You get that from my team. Why? Because we know your market, we know your industry, and we know what you need. WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. I've been in the mortgage business 30 years. I've helped tens of thousands of people, and I want to help you too. I'm right here. 813-213-4009, 813-213-4009, 407-706-3313, 407-706-3313, or WeBringYouHome.com. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for calling me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for counting on me and trusting me. You always can count on that happening. Have a blessed weekend.